Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to the Mindset Matters podcast. I'm your host, Riley Jensen. And today I want to talk about the tool that literally changes everything. Never give in, never, never, never. Winston Churchill. My dad used to quote that all the time when I was a kid. At the time, it just sounded like another thing a dad says, until the day I hit rock bottom as a freshman quarterback at Snow College. I was fifth string, not first, not second, fifth. In our first team scrimmage, I threw 2 pick sixes to the other team. Brutal. I was ready to pack it up and go home. In fact, I did pack it up and called home. I fully expected my dad to say, "All right, come on home, son." But instead, he said, "You can quit if you want to, and I'll come get you. But could you give it one more week? Just keep bobbing and weaving. Keep throwing elbows." I cried. Then I cried again, but I stayed. And something wild happened. Another quarterback ahead of me quit. I moved up a spot. By the second week, I was second string, and my energy came flooding back. My confidence came alive, and that was the turning point. Not just in my football career, but in my mindset. My life is completely different today because of that moment. Without that moment, I'm probably not in the career that I'm in right now. I call that a lobster moment. Let me explain. Lobsters grow by shedding their shells. When it gets tight and uncomfortable, they find a safe place, break free, and grow a new one. But that growth, it's painful, vulnerable, risky. Does that sound familiar? Have you ever had a lobster moment? A time where growth felt awful, but you knew it was necessary? Growth rarely feels like progress in the moment. It feels like chaos, fear, and confusion. But enthusiasm, real deep energy rooted in belief, can get you through. That brings me to the crabs in a bucket theory. Every time you level up in life, sports, or business, someone is going to try to pull you back down. Sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes it's people you love. They're scared of your growth because it forces them to look at their own stagnation. My dad used to say, "It's just crabs in a bucket." If you've ever seen crabs in a bucket, you'll know this. When one crab tries to climb out, the rest try and pull it right back in every single time. You've got to guard your energy and stay focused. Not everyone will understand your dream. Not everyone will support it. But their fear doesn't have to become your limit. So who are your crabs? And more importantly, what are your lobster moments that are helping you to become what you ought to be? Let me tell you about one of my clients, a college basketball player chasing the NBA. After a full summer of training, his dad asked, "What are you doing after this year?" And the player said, "I'm going to play in the NBA, Dad." And his dad responded, "Well, what if that doesn't work out?" That moment stuck with him. Not because his dad didn't love him, but because even well-meaning people can try to shrink your dreams to fit their comfort zone. Now let's talk about swallowing the frog. Mark Twain once said, "Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day." In other words, do the hard thing first. Tackle your biggest challenge early. Build momentum. Let enthusiasm, not dread, lead the way. That's the heart of Chapter 11 in Pure Unadulterated Guts. Enthusiasm is your tool, not fake hype, not manufactured motivation. It's the deep belief that what you're building matters. So I'll leave you with this. What's your lobster moment right now? Who's pulling you back like a crab? And what's the frog you need to eat today to keep moving forward? Don't just grind. Don't just gut it out. Lead with energy. Grow through discomfort. And never, never give in.